Hey guys, good morning. I got me some breakfast toast with no butter. I got two slices of toast. Two slices of toast, no butter. And sorry, I'm letting videos play for my inbox videos. And then also, I've got a cup of coffee as well. It's more hotter than usual, but that's fine. Okay, so this video is going to be about the royal family. Now, I don't watch them, okay? I don't. I know who they are, but I don't watch them. I wrote down some notes. Okay. So, in the video, they're talking about their kid and whatnot. And first thing I want to say, she's holding the baby wrong. You're supposed to support the baby's head at all times, considering the baby's still a newborn. Her head keeps falling over and stuff, and it's just you're not supposed to hold your kid like that. Then they start talking about their intro song, which honestly I skipped that because I don't care. I watched that video and maybe their birth video. That's it. And I skipped through it both times because I don't care that you made a song about where you came from. I mean, shit, if I did that, I'd be rich. Then she basically says that there's a video going around about her saying that she doesn't want her baby because she doesn't have green eyes. I mean, when I watched partial, because I didn't watch the whole thing, and we don't get ads, so we as in me and my mom, my brother, we don't get ads, so we don't have to watch ads, and they don't make money from me, so. But when I was watching the birth video, I mean, yeah, she was on anesthesia. Trust me, an epidural and anesthesia, well, she wasn't on anesthesia. I don't know if she even got the epidural, because I just skipped. But when I was on anesthesia, I was loopy, because I had to be on anesthesia, basically, for, I think it was anesthesia. I know it was an epidural. I know I had an epidural, because that shit hurt. And then, I think they put me on anesthesia, but I'm not sure. But I've been on anesthesia before, and you get all loopy, okay? She was not loopy. But they both she looked at her like she didn't like her. Like, oh, like her face when she came out was not happy. Nothing. So, I mean, I kind of see where people kind of got that idea. But I'm not going to sit there and say she didn't want her. But she didn't seem too happy to get her. Too happy to have her. Then he starts kissing the... Oh, yeah. Okay, so as she was saying... as she was explaining how she wants her, they want her and how they love her and blah, 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 he's grabbing the baby and he's kissing on her and like trying to prove that he loves her, that he's a good dad. And there's just points that I'm going to make in this video. One, it's going to be later. She's like, okay, then she said, she talked to the nurse, and the nurse said if they were born dark, they'd stay dark. And she was like, when I was born, my eyes were blue and now they're green. I wish she had pretty eyes. So, and then she says, okay, yeah, so she talked to the nurse, and the nurse did tell me that too. But when Gabe was born, he had dark, like black eyes, like a blackish gray. And then when he got a little bit older, his eyes started turning blue. And so not all of that was true. Not all babies' eyes stay dark if they're dark. One, I don't really have brown eyes in my family. I mean, I do, but most of my family's eyes are green and blue. Like my dad's side, my dad's eyes are blue. My mama and my aunt eyes, their eyes are green. So I have green eyes, so I have their eyes. My mom has blue eyes. My dad has blue eyes. My brother has blue eyes. Well, his are turning kind of green. I think. I don't know. I haven't looked into his eyes in a while. But his eyes are changing color, I think. But mine are green. Mine go from green to blue to gray. They always jump back and forth. I don't know why. They always jump back and forth. I'm literally not lying. They will be blue one day, green the next, gray a week later. So, not always in that order. But it used to happen a lot when I was younger. And it would always it was kind of cool to me. And like when I cry, my eyes get really bright green. I don't understand why, but it's pretty cool. But I don't know. Then she says, when she says pretty eyes, she means green eyes. Yeah. So I don't really understand that concept, that little comment. Because it's like, it's true you want your kid to look like you. Like Gabe. He's starting to look more like me every day. He does not look like his dad. I look at pictures, I think of like his dad and I'm like, I look at his pictures and I'm like, they don't look alike anymore. Like they really did look alike at first, but then it's like, the timing just doesn't add up because he was 2 weeks late. His due date was supposed to be June 27th, okay? The times just don't add up. So it's like, he's probably the dad. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But you always want your kid to look, you do want your kid to look like you. Especially if you have a daughter. You want that daughter to look like you. Or you want your son to look like you. Or if you love your husband so much, you want the baby to look like him. Honestly, I've always wanted my son to look like me. To me, he does. To my family, he does. To my girlfriend, he does. To her family, he does. And it's just, you always want your baby to look like you. So I understand that she wanted the baby to at least have green eyes. I mean, it's not saying that she hates the baby. It's just that she wants the baby. She wished the baby had the same features as she did because all of her boys look like her dad, or all of her boys look like, both of her boys look like their dad. You know what I mean? Like, none of them have green eyes. None of them look like her. I don't know if any of them have green eyes, but you know what I mean? Like, she wants like a little twin. She wants one that she could dress up like her and, you know, everything else like that. So I understand. But I'm not going to sit there and act like my kid's terrible because he or she doesn't have the same color eyes that I do. You know, my kid has blue eyes. I love blue eyes. I am blessed to have a baby with blue eyes. But I would love my baby with green eyes or with brown eyes or with black eyes. Like, hell, I would love my kid with any color eye he had. So I just don't, I don't know. Anyway, sorry about that, man. Okay. Then she goes on and says, people with brown eyes don't get compliments about their eyes. And then she was like saying that people with brown eyes don't get compliments as people with green eyes or blue eyes or whatever. One, I do not get compliments about my eyes. I used to, like when I was young. My kid gets compliments all the time. One, because he's a baby, and two, he's adorable. He's cute as shit. Now, the whole thing with brown, that's a lie. That's a lie. because I know a lot of brown-eyed people that get compliments. I compliment anybody with brown eyes because I'm a sucker for brown, blue, and green eyes. Okay, so I've never seen any other color eyes, so I can't say that I'm a sucker for all color eyes because I don't know what other colors there are. But literally, brown-eyed people get compliments too. You see what I'm saying? So I don't get her little comment there. Because she even asked her husband, she's like, do you get compliments on your eyes? And he goes, no. And I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. Sure you don't, buddy. But he probably doesn't. But who cares? Then she goes on. Oh wait, I already said that. Then she says she's beautiful. The eyes thing was a preference. Then she says she's beautiful. She probably wouldn't even have been this beautiful if she had my eyes. Okay, now this statement kind of made me mad because it's like, so you're saying your baby would be ugly if your baby could even be ugly and have your eyes. One, that's basically what you mean. So everybody in the comments can come at me all you want to, but that's what she means. Sorry, everybody, my hair's a mess because I just woke up. Anyway, so you're saying your statement was so dumb that all babies are beautiful, regardless of who you are. Your babies are gorgeous. They could have Down syndrome. They could have autism. Your baby, whether or not they have some type of disability, whether or not they have some health issue, whether or not they are blind or deaf or whatever, your baby is still beautiful, regardless if she has your fucking eye color. Like, that really pissed me off because it's like, why the fuck would you say something like that when you know you have millions of subscribers, or at least around that? You're so fucking stupid. Like, you can't just sit there and say, you know, it's just stupid. I'm not even gonna get into that whole thing. It's just so stupid. Then he goes and talks about comments of who she's gonna look like and who she looks like, and they examine her. Yeah, okay. One, people examine their kids, okay? People examine their kids. But I think she looks like the dad, to be honest. But she's too young to tell who she's gonna look like technically, because, you know, once babies turn almost a year old, that's who they look like for the rest. You know, that's who they look like basically until they grow up. You know, and because I looked like my mom when I grew up, like dead ass. I looked like my mom when I grew up. Now I look like both of them. So it's like, you know, you can't really. I don't know. The whole thing is just stupid, to be honest. Then she goes on a rant about her not being racist. I don't know what that has to do with anything. I really don't. Just because she's darker or lighter, whatever. So stupid. Then he gives her Nova because she spits up. Yeah, okay. So Nova spits up, you know, she had just got done eating a bottle. And she, you know, every baby spits up, whether they eat a bottle or whether they don't, right? And when Gabe was a baby, when he would spit up, I would get the baby, clean him off, whatever. Or he would get cleaned off, you know. But regardless, he'd get cleaned up. But he hands her the baby, worries about his dumb ass shirt that he probably spent $1,000 on, or hundreds of dollars on, which is dumb as fuck. I don't know why people do that shit. It's like, it's a piece of clothing, okay? The cloth is not expensive. The cloth that it's made from is not expensive, okay? So it's like, you're gonna worry about your damn shirt instead of your kid. So she cleans off the baby and he cleans off his damn shirt. Why couldn't you just do both? Like, it's just, it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, oh yeah, ew, my kid's nasty. I'm gonna clean my shirt off and she can clean the baby off. Like, what the fuck, bro? That is the dumbest thing. Like, I can tell she's the only one that changes diapers and she's the only one that does things. Oh yeah, and then the last thing, she keeps holding the baby wrong. And I noticed in my notes that I took the other night, pissed me off. Like, it was pissing me off because she was not holding her head right and supporting her head. So it was like really pissing me off. And I can tell in my notes because I put exclamation points on the way she was holding her. But yeah, so anyway, I've got a few other videos to upload. Next one will be an Amberlynn video. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Hit that bell notification button. Subscribe to my Instagram, my Twitter. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.